Nice.
That was pretty good. I should have recorded all those sounds.
I mean, no time like the present.
Huh.
Right. That's why they call it a gift. No, wait. It's a gift. That's why they call it a friend. Man, I fucked up my
Wow,
ukulele.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Now I remember what I went to go look for was a writing implement.
Like
And
do you need a pen?
you got one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Never leave home without them.
Always be writing.
I don't know about that one. Writing songs? Yes. Writing essays? Not so much.
There you go.
Redacting the...
Oh, Jesus.
What about pterodactyl?
Exactly, redacting the pterodactyl.
And welcome to 99 Stories, and this is one. I'm already off to a bad start. We are your imaginary cookies. We're not even here, man. We're imaginary. We do have one imaginary guest today, which is Callie. She's imaginary because she's not here. She's not feeling good. So she had to sit out today's show.
Yes, she is fighting the funk like everyone else is fighting at this time and place in the universe.
Surely not everyone.
Fighting the funk?
was Kung Fu.
I think the
fighting.
funk would win.
Probably. This is why you always have Bootsy on your side.
Yeah, baby.
Hubby-dubby-dubby-double.
And a flashlight.
Neon light.
Yeah. So how you been, guys? Good?
Yeah, maintaining.
Maintaining. Yeah.
Steady as she goes.
Steady as she goes. We're going to have a fun one today.
I can dance underwater and not get wet. Aqua Boogie. Come on.
Ah,
Aqua Boogie.
I like that. That's a good. That's. I can dance on a one. That's pretty.
So here in just a few
That's
minutes,
That's the
here in
funk.
just a couple of minutes, we are going to call
Call me.
a certified rock star, a buddy of the band, Mr. Peter DiStefano from For Pyros, and more recently, Psychedelic Furs, and kind of a cool side project jam band called Hellride with Stephen Perkins and Mike Watt.
He also did a bunch of studio like scores for movies, like studio work for scores of movies. There's a ton of movies that he's done too.
Yeah, check out his. What'd you do? Did you search? What was it? IMDb, or how did you? You were deep diving him a little earlier. To get some fun stuff there.
My agent sent me. No, it was my manager.
He was on the I do DP.
Yeah.
DP, I mean.
So, wait, what?
Joe is.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing to anything. I don't know what you said, but I don't trust it.
I don't want to say yes to that.
No.
I know him because I got to do a show. I guess with him or in front of him at the old Frankenstein Records.
I was there.
Yeah.
It was down in the basement.
It was down in the basement.
packed.
Yeah, that was a super fun night. Yeah, Pete came in because we all have some mutual friends that live in town, and he jammed, and I was one of the openers. And of course, I fangirled a little bit, a
As
bit.
you should.
I do believe that's the infamous night that I met Tim Benner.
Could be, absolutely could be. He played bass with me that night.
Oh,
Or no,
then-
I'm sorry, I played bass. I played bass. He did drums. Sean was on guitar. Yeah, because I had my bass, and I think we did a very impromptu jam of the For Pyros song "Bad Shit" with Pete, which was like, I mean, like 14-year-old me was screaming inside as we were just jamming, just kind of, having a good time. It wasn't like I guess it wasn't like a formal show.
Yeah.
They were more or less jamming that group that he was with that night. We can ask him about it.
Was that? I want to say people were dressed up in costumes too. That
I don't remember that.
was it.
I don't know.
It might have been that. It might not. Have been, no,
Bless
no,
you.
it wasn't that night. It was.
Excuse
It was
me.
another.
Yeah, I don't remember costumes. I
There
was
was like
only
a First Friday Halloween.
Well, Seance played
Nah,
that.
that's the other time
Yeah.
I remember being in that basement is when your group Seance played there.
Yeah.
And you guys were in full costume.
Yeah, we did that whole shtick.
but was like
And I think-
everybody else around there in costume? Like was it
I
a
wanna
Halloween
say-
night or something like
I want
that?
to say you're probably right on.
It was like a First Friday Halloween.
'cause,
costume. Like,
Tom from the Said So was there. He was dressed up, doing whatever he was doing.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's that one.
Yeah.
And the
Is
other
that
one.
the same night? That's not this. No.
Okay. So that's the night that was a costume thing. Yeah. So
No,
then your
that's
night.
the
There
night-
was another night when Dan Monet came out.
No, the
after their
Peter DiStefano show was the night the fire marshal came and shut the show down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that part.
And the way like I remember you introduced me like oh I gotta introduce you like my dude Tim or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was real quick because like I think you guys were getting ready I don't know
To
whatever
play or something. Yeah.
and then like that happened.
Yeah.
Or whatever, which shut the things down for a minute or two. And then your old boy there, Timmy, never mind, I'm not even going to say this, but like,
oh, I remember how that, yeah.
yeah, there was something was going down in the middle of the road and everyone was like, oh my God.
It was a different time.
It was a different time. It was a different time.
I mean, may you live in interesting times.
It was
Yeah.
a different time.
Yes.
And bless that girl. Like, she didn't care. She didn't care who was watching. She was,
Was she brushing her teeth?
yeah, with his
Oh,
Hey now. And
things and stuff from time past. You know. It was
I have
forever
no
ago.
samples. Where the hell's my? Oh no.
Oh, here, like,
No, I got it. Okay.
right
I gotta
there.
be better on the.
Quick on the draw. We needed a sound guy.
I know.
I see now how it evolved. Like I always wondered, like watch podcasts
How it
and
grows.
stuff, and some of these people are like, I have this whole team of blah 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 blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Editors and stuff would
yeah,
be
like,
super
all
cool.
sorts of
cut out
crap
all
and
the
stuff.
dead shit. Yeah.
and
No,
like,
we don't do that.
now I totally get like
Yeah.
as this been going on, I see kind of the I don't know.
How it evolves.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "You need to set up cameras. You guys are fun to watch," because she only saw a couple clips. And I was like, "Yeah, but it's audio. It's like you just throw it on while you're working or something." She goes, "I think people would like to watch."
I think
I don't disagree, but I don't
I think
want to
matching
edit.
up like the video with the audio because
Yeah.
it's two separate things would be like so it matches up or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Technically,
I don't
if
know.
you start
Maybe
all the
that's-
cameras at the same time, it's not super hard, but it's a little beyond my capacity right now. Like,
I figure
I
it
know
takes like 1.21 gigawatts to work. So
once it hits 88 miles per hour, you see some serious shit.
so does your mom.
Oh, Peter's calling me.
oh look at that.
he's
well,
like he's like we're ready to go
That's
right now.
That's the first we've ever had an interviewee.
Hello.
Hi, Scott. It's Peter DiStefano.
Hey, Pete. Welcome to the show. We were just kind of introing you, and I was going to call you, and you beat me to it, and you called me.
Oh, okay. Should I hang up and you call me again, or are we good?
No, this
Perfect.
is perfect. No. Hey, man, how you been?
Things are good. Just left the studio.
Oh,
I was in the Les Paul studio playing some guitar for a friend.
okay. Can't say the friend. Is that still secret? Because you are on the show. So
No.
okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if
I got you.
they're ready to announce that they're making new music.
No, I love that.
Fair enough.
No, that's super cool to catch you right out of the studio, man. That's are you still when you leave the recording studio, are you still kind of jazzed like from the experience? Is it like after a gig when it takes a little bit to calm down afterwards, or was it kind of a chill session?
Well, it was a good session. So yeah, my head's buzzing and I'm grateful and excited. So
Awesome.
yeah, but if it's a bad session, then you feel pain. But
Right.
it was a good session, so I'm happy and buzzing.
No, that's excellent, man. Hey, so the voices you hear today, you and I have talked before. I'm Scott. You're going to hear Ryan Baker,
Hello, sir.
and you're going to hear Joseph
Hi,
Middleton.
Ryan.
And
Hi,
Joe.
Joe. Hi, Ryan.
Hi,
Howdy.
Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've actually met before. I used to be one of the proprietors at Frankenstein Records when you came down and played. So we've met.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Good to hear your voice.
And you as well, good sir.
Yeah. So yeah, we started the show just before you called, and we were kind of talking about that's how we all met. But I mean, if I can gush for a minute, I've been a diehard fan since '93, when
oh,
the first time I heard Porno for Pyros on the radio, and they were playing Pets, and I remember just being floored with that. My older cousin Lisa, she was really big into Jane's, and they're fantastic, but I like Porno for Pyros came out more kind of for me, if that makes sense. Like there was just enough
it
of
does make sense.
there was just enough of a gap between their success and that being kind of for my cousin, and then you guys' success was more for me, if that makes sense, because I was a young fan, and you were right now, you were today. It was like the single had just hit the air, and I had just got the self-titled record, and I loved it, and I played the shit out of that cassette just so much. And then not terribly long after that, you guys did Woodstock 94, and
yeah.
I got to see it in real time it was a pay-per-view, It was like a thing where you
Yes.
could buy on TV, and I made a full weekend of just like drinking Coca-Cola and staying wide awake and watching 3 full days of Woodstock. And I was so excited when you guys came on. And remind me, you guys were pretty early in the morning, weren't you?
I just know it was between Bob Dylan and I know the Allman Brothers played,
Yeah.
and then we played right after the Allman Brothers, and I think Bob Dylan was right after us, and it was during the day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a pretty cool sandwich to be between.
No, it was incredible.
To be between Bob Dylan.
Yeah, to watch Greg Allman singing "Tied to the Whipping Post" and Dickie Betts up there, and it was really heavy.
That's so awesome.
That was the last song they played, and then it was our turn. And then I was on the stage looking around the side, and then the stage turned, and then we started.
Yeah, and so if anybody's listening and they didn't see that performance, which you can see it on YouTube, but those stages were, how would you say that? Automated or like?
Yeah,
they were circular. Yeah.
So then the band after you could set up and get ready.
Yeah, that was a great way to do it. So the band that had just finished, the whole stage would rotate circular, and the next band was right there. So
that's what they did for the Ozzy show, right? Is that what they did? They rotated it.
Did they?
I thought they
for
did.
the his
Black
last
Sabbath,
gig a couple months ago.
Yeah,
it could have been. I wasn't sure if they did that or they did multiple stages. But I just remember you guys came out to that really chill song. Was that a Hendrix song?
New Rising Sun.
Yeah.
It's called Gypsy Boy from Hendrix.
Yeah. It was just such a really pretty way to come on stage. And God, just what a performance, man. So we've been fans since way back.
Yay.
But
that makes me happy.
Yeah. Actually, and I had made some notes because I rewatched that performance particularly. Like I said, because in 94, I mean, I had just started playing guitar. I was pretty young and really looked up to yourself. And that was like that was a seminal thing to get to see on TV. Some of the bands that played that Woodstock were not, I don't know how to say this. They weren't of my time. They weren't of my generation. So I was learning about more classic stuff, but I really cared about the bands that were like you guys. And honestly, it was 94. So you're like Green Day. And there were other bands that were of the time that were a little more, I felt like they were mine. Like I could put them in my pocket. They were my groups. But I rewatched that footage and I wanted to ask you about, you had a double neck cherry red Gibson SG.
Yes.
How, I've never played a double neck SG. Does it pull like an SG? I always feel is neck heavy and wants to pull away from you. Does a double neck SG?
No, it's a comfortable machine, and they made it to where it doesn't do that dropping thing. I don't know why.
Okay.
Because the body's big or something. It's so the body's heavier. Like it's.
Yeah.
It's like two guitars. The body's big enough that it balances stuff like a regular guitar.
Okay.
And it was just because Pets, there's an acoustic 12-string on the verses, and then the solo kicks in. And I just wanted the solo to be like,
to be a regular 6-string.
Yeah, electric guitar.
Yeah.
And then I flick it back to a clean 12-string.
What a cool sound. And what I just remember seeing, I'm sure I maybe had seen a double neck guitar, but not a lot of them. But I just remember you rocking that one. And do you still own that, or has that kind of come and gone?
No, it went. Yeah. It went.
Do you collect a lot of guitars, or do they kind of, you get a new one, you love it for a while, and then it has to go if you want something else? Like, how big is your stable, I guess, or do you have a stable of guitars?
I do have a lot of guitars, but right now the guitar I like the most is my I call it the Furcaster. It's basically a Surfcaster that I put together for the psychedelic furs. That's my favorite guitar.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The Furcaster. I love that.
Yeah, well, it's a Surfcaster. What I did was I cut the pickup in half, the pick guard more in half, and then took out the lipstick pickups to put Seymour Duncan hot rails in it,
Nice.
and then put a Floyd Rose locking tremolo on it, and then drilled in my friend had a house in Malibu in the Palisades, and I had my gear there. We had like a little studio out of there. And his house caught on fire, so I went into the place and I got my guitar synthesizer. It was melted into the ground, and we ripped it up, and then the guitar was melted. But I took a hacksaw and cut out the electronics, the guitar synthesizer pickup,
Yeah.
and I drilled it into the guitar upside down because it couldn't go the long way, the right way, and so it's an upside down pickup. And then I had to put a leather patch over the edge of it because it was cutting my palm of my hand.
Oh no.
And so I drilled in a little leather patch, and so it's sort of like a Frankenstein guitar, like Eddie Van Halen did with his guitar to make his thing. So now that guitar, I can play saxophone, cello parts, synthesizer parts, with that guitar plugged into a guitar synth.
That's so
through an effects set, and then and then it rocks. Then you can do the whole rock thing, and then the locking tremolo, or you can just do crazy whammy bar stuff. So it's my favorite all around guitar. And
That's super.
Mostly handmade. So, and then the people at Fender who gave me the original Surfcaster saw what I did to it. They go, now it's a Furcaster, like psychedelic furs Furcaster.
That would be an amazing.
That's my favorite guitar.
Yeah, that would be an
and
amazing.
That's what I brought today for this session.
That's awesome. That would be such a good signature guitar. Like.
Yeah, the guy I worked with was saying you should do that, but
yeah,
it works for me. Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, actually, we were going to bring that up. So you just did a run with the psychedelic furs, and Ryan's a big fan here. He was going to ask you about that as well.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
I was going to ask, like, you're obviously a higher caliber than we ever will be for musicians. Like when they give you the phone call to say like, hey, will you do this run with us? Like, what's in your mind? Because like to me, I'd be like, oh my goodness, like I'm gonna play Heaven. I'm gonna play Pretty in Pink. I like. Do you have that mindset? Like, are you excited? Like, man, like I grew up with these songs. I know these songs. Like, where's your mind at with that?
Well, what happened was I Richard Fortis, plays guitar also with Guns N' Roses. He was in the Furs, and he also played in Love Spit Love with Richard Butler, and we went to dinner one night. We were talking about how we could possibly do creative together. He goes, hey, would you be interested in maybe playing guitar with the Furs? I said, yeah, I'd be into it. So, and then I got a call from Richard Butler, and we talked, and then I got the gig without an audition, and so I went out there. I went to Rich Good, the lead guitar player. I'm a second on guitar, and I went to him because he lives in California, in Joshua Tree. So I went up to his house, and we worked parts out, and then I went out and we did 3 practices and started a tour. And then after a month of playing together, it was official, and they announced it. And then they started giving me a guitar solo at the end.
Oh, that's
India.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And
all the pictures look fantastic. The pictures and the video that have been coming up on social media.
It's been fun. I like doing saxophone solos and cello solos, It's fun, and then they give me like a proper electric guitar solo at the end. So
You know,
it's like I'm second on guitar, but they let me, do my thing too.
yeah. Well, like, one of my favorite albums by the Furs is actually their last album, Made for Rain. Because the album
Yeah,
has so much layers and nuances that
Yes.
like when I heard you were gonna do it, I was like, oh man, I wonder if he's gonna do like the little quick, tidbits of layers and stuff. I wonder if that's how they're gonna have you use it or not. But like I love that album so much. That whole album, I have it on vinyl. Like I drop the needle and flip every time because it's like I gotta hear every song.
Yeah, play it all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a picture of you with them, and you got to implement your bow with them, which
Yes.
does that come out in your proper solo towards the end, or do you?
Well, I use it, for the songs and stuff like that. But
Okay.
the very end, I actually do use on India in the beginning the bow.
What got you into it? Was it Jimmy Page, or was there another reason that you loved
The bow was Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page? That's what I
Dazed
thought.
and Confused.
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused.
Did anyone do it?
I watched the movie and I was just throttled.
Yeah. Joe brought up a good point. He said, did Jimmy pretty much come up with that? I mean,
I thought he did. I never seen anyone.
I've never seen any.
Said that,
That's what.
yeah.
but somebody said that he got it from somebody else, but I don't have footage of that. The only footage that I've seen is Jimmy Page.
Yeah. The only person I've seen in a room do it is you, and you do it fantastic.
Oh.
But I do know that
Oh.
Jimmy's pretty iconic as well. Yeah.
Jimmy's the best.
Now, if you use the bow and you're using your synth, the synth components of your guitar that you told me
Yeah,
about,
that I do
Does
that with
it-
the cello sound.
I was going to
put a
say, now, if
cello
you make it sound like a string, does it actually kind of react that way?
Yes,
That's awesome.
I use a guitar synthesizer, and then I play the bow on it, and then it's a cello, and I put a cello sound on the guitar synth.
That's super cool.
So
Yeah,
is he using like
so maybe I'm the first to ever do that. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
That is, yeah. I've never seen.
So are you using like your guitar sit like that synth pickup? Is that like the one like Roland made like man, was that back
Yes.
Okay,
and
okay.
That guitar was made on a Vaccaro guitar. It was built in and built for me. Installed in a proper guitar, and I used that guitar on the Peter Murphy tour.
That's
But
right. I forgot about that.
It got melted in the fire, so I cut that pickup out and put it on this Surfcaster, and it works.
Now that's still like, are you still using the same like the brain module that thing's going into, or if like
Yes.
you have, okay,
yes.
okay,
It
okay.
survived the fire.
Wow, you're lucky,
Survived the
man.
fire.
You're really lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's part of my live rig for the Psychedelic Furs.
Now, okay, I have a question too because I know about this pickup. So do you have the guitar just set up just to run through that pickup only, or did you figure a way how to like have like a switch where you can actually go from like the
I
original
had
pickups
two
and
chords coming up. I had two
Nice.
chords
Ah,
coming
yeah.
out of the
Okay.
guitar.
All right. You figured it out. Not
Yeah.
man. Nice. That's really, really cool. That's
I had
really, really
two
cool.
chords coming out of the guitar, and there is a switch on it that you could do both guitar, synth, guitar only, stuff. But I just have so basically I go into my Helix.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Helix. I use the Helix, and then I have a row that's just electric guitar with these sounds, and then I have a row that's the same sounds, but that there's an effect set that goes to my guitar synthesizer, so it goes out to synth it back in, and so with that I can do my saxophone parts, cello parts, and then I have a synthesizer part for Ghosting You
Nice.
that it does synth the guitar. Yeah, it's really cool.
That
So
is
cool.
that is super cool.
Okay, I have another question.
Yeah,
Another
follow.
question here. Yeah, follow-up question.
We're a bunch of dorks, Pete.
Yeah.
We
We're-
get
we're-
really
No, I
into
like
that.
it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my other question is, okay, before you started using that synthesizer pickup, that Roland pickup, how did your playing go from playing before and then after? Did it like did like using that pickup like make you have to like
You mean for like articulation?
well, you have to be real with that like what I'm getting at is with that pickup you have to be like really like what a lot of people found out is you couldn't play sloppy at all on it. You had to be real precise. So
Because of
like
the
so some
sensitivity
players
or-
had actually like cleaned up their handwork and stuff and like became like way more tighter like playing stuff. And that's what I was wondering if that playing with that pickup it has changed like your I don't know like made you better or like changed up your playing style and stuff.
Well, the first time I used that pickup, which was built in a guitar, that was, you didn't see like all the control, it was all inside the guitar.
Yeah.
Um, which was custom built for me by Carl. That I did that in 2000 for Peter Murphy. I did a tour where it was me on guitar, Peter Murphy singing, and then a violin player. So I had to do piano parts, all these things by myself on the guitar synthesizer.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So it was an incredible tool, and I'm grateful to have it still,
Yeah, that's now that I know you have that rolling one. Like, so do you have a backup brain at all or anything in case that one?
Yeah. What if it takes a
No,
shit?
if it takes a shit, I have my computer.
Okay.
And
You
I
can run like
play,
an Ableton or something?
Yeah, well, I just run, have a Logic setup where, and I have a Sonus thing that turns your guitar into MIDI. It's like a little interface. They're like $99, $100.
Nice.
It's an
Easy.
interface. You just plug your guitar in, and then it plays synth sounds too.
That's very
And
cool.
So,
That's rad.
so I could just do that. Pull my laptop out,
I messed with
just order. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I messed with a couple of the Electro Harmonics modules. I mean, they weren't MIDI, but are you familiar with the ones they had like Key 9 and B9? One of them was...
No.
Oh, man. Yeah, EHX had a really cool line of, I mean, just guitar pedals. You plug directly into it and out to your amp. But you could make it sound like a Hammond organ or like a Wurlitzer. They were pretty damn convincing.
I remember one of them.
Wow.
Had
What
like
about saxophone?
No, actually, no. You definitely have the market there, and I'm sure you were even getting like more responsive feel with what you're doing. But the tracking was pretty good, and I mean, we're just a cover band, so we're playing like corner bars. I don't know that I would take that stuff on big stages. Maybe it doesn't sound as hi-fi as some of the other stuff, but it was pretty damn convincing. I mean, if you're playing like what we do, like Purple Rain or something, you can add the organ in the background, and we're just a trio. So
that one pedal you
wasn't too
had
bad.
sounded like it had like it was basically like John Lord in a box.
Some of it was pretty convincing, but yeah, EHX did some really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Can't go wrong with a Hammond like organ at all ever.
We still got you, Pete?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh yeah. So another thing, so how long are you still on that leg of the tour with the Furs, or are they on break, or?
No, we did a world tour. It was about 6 months, and now we're on break and just waiting for new tour dates.
Absolutely. I saw that, I think it was about a week ago, maybe 2. You did another set with Hellride, and I've always wanted to ask you, because obviously I'm a fan of everybody in that group individually, and the more I hear you guys together from what you release or what gets popped up on social media, tell me, for anybody listening that doesn't know, give me a little bit, maybe like, obviously you've known Perk a while, and you've known Mike Watt, and you've done stuff with For Pyros with the three of you. Where was the decision to go, hey, let's jam this other thing too called Hellride, and like kind of how did you choose what it was going to sound like and how often you'd play? I would just love to hear a little more about that group.
Well, basically, Hellride is just us using songs as a jumping off point for improvisation. That's
Okay.
basically it. It's just improvisation.
See, that's where I was going
we
to ask how much was put together beforehand and what's free form, spontaneous,
We never get together and practice.
Okay.
We just say we're going to use these songs as jumping off points, and we start them and do them, and then we go on missions.
That's
Improvisation missions.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
You're like the punk rock Grateful Dead.
yeah. Punk jazz.
Punk jazz.
I love that. No, that is just super cool. We were talking about like your signature guitar, your Furcaster, which, by the way, just the more I think about it, would be so cool if there was a production line made of that because it sounds so neat. Mike Watt has a signature guitar, the Watt Plower, made by Reverend.
Yeah.
I am an owner. I have one and I love it.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, that's just every time you guys post something, I just get excited because you guys are the three of you are so good playing together. Just love it.
Oh, thanks.
Any plans to? I mean, I know you guys play kind of probably close to your hometowns. That seems to be like, or maybe that's just my perception. Does it happen that fast? Is it like do you guys have like a text thread or like you call and, hey, do you have this date open? Oh, I'm in town that date. Let's just do a Hellride gig. Is it like that?
Yeah, it's like that.
Spontaneous?
It's like that, yeah.
Okay. Because like we have like the guys you're talking to today, we've been in a band for 20 years and I think we talk more in our text thread than anything. We do that more than shows. We do that more than this podcast. And it kind of turns into, hey, are you guys free on this date? Oh yeah, me too. Let's do something. Anything.
That's cool.
Yeah. So no, I love that about when you guys post stuff. Anything going to be recorded or do you just love that it's a live jam only?
I think I just love that it's a live jam only,
Yeah.
I think if you like,
but we're open. I mean, I'm open to anything. We just don't really think about it. It's just fun,
if they figured a way to do like live soundboard recordings or whatever, it would almost be like kind of like, like how like it would be different every show.
Well, that's why I was thinking of
stuff.
Grateful Dead too.
So like
Joe said, you should see if you can do soundboard recordings of the gigs.
Yeah, like record the live shows.
You could even do that. I mean, that'd be a cool Bandcamp thing. Like, live on this date at this club, live on that date at that club.
Yeah, there you
I've seen where some bands have done that, where you can even like, hey, I was at this, at the Gore in Cleveland, like I want to and order just like and buy that specific like
swap recordings.
We did that for the Pixies when they played in Akron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the Pixies.
Cool.
The Pixies did a cool thing. God, that was 20 years ago. The Pixies, when they first got back together, were able to record their show every night. And if you saw the show and you were willing to wait like 40 minutes after the gig was over,
that quick,
you could buy a burned CD of your show that night. And it was like $20 and you'd get like a CDR. It was kind of a cool, granted, cool. I mean, that's a little outdated with CDs and stuff, but very cool shtick, but
that's cool.
Yeah. I have a question. I came across some about one of I want to know if you're in this band or not. But are you in a band called Lance Herbstrong?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Really? That's okay.
Because is that kind of like that's like what would you call it? Pete Dub? Is that like dub music?
No, it's mashup.
Okay,
it's mashups.
Ah.
So we take like two songs and mix them together, 3 or 4 songs, and then I just do improvisation over it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's a mashup band.
That's sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's super, super cool. And I forgot about the tour with Peter Murphy. That's just so cool. What else you got what's coming up in the mix, going forward? I mean, I assume if the Furs go back out, maybe with them, but any other fun things in the works?
Yeah, I'm making movies.
Hell yeah!
So I'm having fun with that, and making a movie called Modern American Artists, and another one called Dr. Callie and Pete. And I just put up my movie that I made 10 years ago called Modern American Artists. It should be out on major streamers soon, like Apple TV and Amazon Prime. So that's it. I'm having fun making movies and
That's awesome.
recording music and
Busy.
touring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask you. I know you do like a lot of film scores. Like I know you did a lot of Chronicles of Narnia and stuff like that.
Shrek 3.
Yeah, Shrek 3 or whatever and all that. Like, so I guess I want to ask is, you're a rock and roller. You got the mindset that way. Like, where's your mind and like what do you really enjoy about having that switch to score work? I mean, do you get to watch the movie and kind of build off that, or do you just talk about that process a little bit if you can?
All right. Well, with Shrek, I got to play in all the Shrek films,
Oh,
and so
nice.
like yeah, I actually have a platinum record for the first Shrek.
Yeah.
Go
nice.
you.
For
Heck yeah.
playing on the theme song. That album went platinum. But anyway, oh, thank you for the clap. Oh, that's fun.
I was looking for my sound
Anyway.
effects board. I was like, yeah, good for you.
Yeah, so Harry Gregson Williams. So how I got into it was when I first, like, when we did the thing with porno, and then I like needed to get it together with my health,
Sure.
and clean up and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm going to go into film music and stop the tour and everything so I can, get it together. And so I knocked on Hans Zimmer's door, and Harry Gregson Williams opened it.
Whoa.
Dude, the names
Yeah.
this guy like drops is so, like
Wow.
you
So
live
cool.
you live a great like man. It's it's wild.
So anyway, yeah. So, but Harry answered it, and then we hit it off, and then we made a project called Rambient, and we made an album, and I was really proud of that record. And then I started to become his guitar player for his scores.
That's so
And,
cool.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I've done that for like 25 years, and then and so I've done some of my own scores too, or a lot of my own scores, and now I'm making my own movies and I'm scoring my own movies.
That's got to feel
So-
pretty awesome, pretty fulfilling to not only make the film, but then to score it. I mean, it couldn't be more personal then at that point.
Yeah, you're right.
That's really great. I mean, collaborating is a wonderful thing. Collaborating with other people is the spice of life. But like to tell your story, make the film and then get to nuance it with the music. That's just too cool, man.
Thanks. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
And as I say, you said a little bit ago, hey, I want to say personally, thank you for being an advocate for sober living and clean living. Me personally, I'm 3 years sober from alcohol, and
Oh, yay.
and like
Cool.
I just want to say no, thank you for like for using your platform to be like, hey, there's a better way to live. Like, fight your demons, get over stuff. Like, so I personally thank you, for using who you are in your platform to go, hey, there's a better way. So
Yeah, super cool.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Super cool. Well, Pete, we're going to let you get going, man, but thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's been a pleasure.
And
Oh, it's been a pleasure for me. Thank you for having me.
like I said, I just not to gush too much, but meeting you all those years ago was a big thing, and this is a big thing. And anytime we get the chance to talk or text, or you even were so kind, you played on a couple of my songs over the years.
Yeah, I love your music, Scott.
Dude,
man.
that means so
Oh,
much,
man.
dude. It means so much.
Yeah,
I'm blushing, beat red.
yeah, and let's give props here. Thanks Heidi for helping us meet you.
Yep. We have a mutual friend in Heidi that introduced us years ago, and
Yeah, God, the Heidi. Yeah, it's all because of Heidi. Heidi runs the Circle page, and that's
Yeah.
Yep.
the page, and also the Tattoo Club. See, so on Facebook, I used to be on Facebook. That was my main thing. But then my band, Lance Armstrong, got me banned.
oh
no.
Oh no.
Because we do mashups.
Well, I wouldn't be
And-
surprised with like album
and-
names like Toklahoma and what's the other one, like Meth Breakfast and the
Well,
then the
it
Knob
wasn't-
Turners
it
Guild.
wasn't No, it wasn't that. It was that like everybody was cool. Like Sharon Osbourne was cool with us taking War Pigs and
Yeah.
then using Led Zeppelin's A Whole Lot of Love over War Pigs. We mashed the stuff up. And
Yeah.
so, and nobody messed with us. But then what happened was Meta went AI. And AI scours
Oh, yep.
Yes,
the
it does.
internet
Yep.
and
Yes, it
saw
does.
copyright infringement.
Yep.
Who owns it? And then they
Shut
shut
it
me because
down.
they just don't want to. They don't want to get sued, and so no one was suing anybody. Everybody was cool with it, like humans. When you deal with humans, they go, "Oh, I know it's illegal, but we're going to let you do it, Peter, because you're cool," And it was,
Right.
but once the AI came in,
right.
it wasn't personal anymore. It just does what it does, and so I got banned, and I can't even go on Facebook.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
Because
Wow.
they're terrified of having to give money
Yeah.
for royalty things,
The messed
And
up
so,
thing, yeah.
And so I was like, oh well, I guess my only social media is my Instagram now. So,
Right. Yeah, it's messed up because you
but
actually
Heidi
knew.
tells me what's going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say it's messed up because you actually knew the artists. If you mentioned Sharon and you
everybody
mentioned,
let us.
yeah, that it's sad that they wouldn't give you a chance to kind of stake.
There's no one. It was.
It's not a person. Yeah.
It's not a person. It was all AI. And by the time we figured it out, it had been 30 days and everything. All the content was erased. Like it was. There was
That's
nothing
why
to
it's so
restore
hard to find.
anymore.
Okay, that explains it.
They
And
just-
it just killed me. So, but because Heidi does the circle and
Yeah.
the tattoo page, that wasn't connected to me.
Okay,
that's
So
good.
thank God she did that. So
Yeah.
now I go through Heidi to get news from what's going on in the circle or news of what's going on in the tattoo page.
She is for sure one of my favorite human beings.
Yeah.
She actually came
super-
over the other
Yeah,
day
mine
and
too.
trimmed my dog's nails.
Oh, well, if you see her, tell her that I love her
Oh,
and I
absolutely.
miss her.
you know she knows.
She'll probably hear this episode.
Yeah.
We'll have to share it with her.
Oh, that made me. Heidi, I love you.
She'll
love
love that.
you.
All right.
I saw her when I went out. I was touring with the Furs, and she came to a couple of my shows. We got to hang out, and it was so wonderful. I love her.
I think I didn't get to see her in Detroit, but I think we were both in Detroit when PFP played up there on the last tour.
Oh, cool.
Because
Nice.
I think I saw her post pictures and great show, by the way. That again, that
Thank
was
you.
also kind of like a super fulfilling thing to get to see the show.
Yeah.
It'd been. I mean, I don't want to. Was it 30 years?
You should tell them the story
About
about the. Oh, so Scott was at that show, and he told his friend didn't believe that he knew that Scott knew you.
oh yeah.
And so now this
No,
this podcast
well,
totally proves that now.
Yeah. Well, see, now I can be like,
Yeah.
yeah. I told him,
I played on your music.
Yeah. Right.
and
I think the guy was just jealous.
well, but again, Pete, we can't thank you enough, man. Thanks for coming on the show, and I'll let you know when this airs because this will air on. It goes on Spotify and the Apple and the YouTube and all those things. But yeah, it'll be out in just a couple of weeks, man. So yeah. So thanks again.
Thank you so much. And yay, this was cool.
This is awesome. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, man. We'll let you go. Have an awesome night.
You have an awesome night too, and looking forward to seeing you all.
Thanks, brother.
Awesome, man. Love you, brother. See ya.
Love you too. Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
fantastic.
That was
and there
it was. That was Peter DiStefano.
Peter DiStefano from Porno for Pyros and the Psychedelic Furs.
Lance
and
Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong. I forgot about Lance Armstrong. I actually, before they got kind of pulled, like Pete was saying, I used to see some of their videos. They were super cool. Obviously, the name is kind of a play on Lance Armstrong, the bicyclist from the.
I wanted to ask him if he's the one that did the mashup of Very Superstitious with Metallica's Sad But True.
Wasn't that DJ Cumberbund?
It might have been, but I'm not like, because there's a couple of them. There's Andy Rhinecliffe, but he does like that. You ever see that where Disney Radio? It'll be like Pantera, but it'll be like this is domination.
Yeah,
and,
but then it's like it looks like Kids Bop or sounds like Kids Bop.
Sounds like yeah.
But see, that's what was cool is because like man, I knew the Pyros from. Beavis and Butthead, because I think they had a video on Beavis and Butthead, I think.
It was probably Pets, yeah.
It was Pets. Like, that's super cool going with that, but like I said, when I saw he was playing with the Furs, I was like, this makes sense. That's such a good call.
It is a good call.
No, I think it's rad that he still uses that, like, man, that Roland pickup, like, came out, man, I think I was I was still taking drum lessons from Phil Zampino.
Yeah.
At Zampino's drum shop. That was probably
when they came out with that was a very space age thing.
That was like 93, 94 probably, I bet.
Yeah. You know what I think
94, 95?
Well, the 80s was taken over by keyboard players and synthesizers. I mean, the pop music of the time was for every one Eddie Van Halen, you had 10 Flock of Seagulls. So I think they were trying to go, how do we get guitar players to get to play synth sounds? How do we sell more
like the guys that
guitar processors when everyone wants it to sound like a Moog?
I watched a couple friends of mine, guitar players, that were actually like I would consider some of the better. General Commodi coming on in.
Coming in hot.
He's been holding that the whole time.
Did you put your butt up to the mic for that one?
Oh no, I totally arched.
As long as it's your mic.
Anyways, like you did have to do those like sax and piano parts and stuff.
Yeah,
you had to be real like precise of where those notes were because
of the tracking or whatever you want to call it.
The way that it would pick it up and yeah. The thing I want to ask is like, I'm really surprised that like something like that isn't out now. But like like
modified for
they have MIDI controller, right? So like why not have like some type of like where you could have a pickup, but it goes into a DAW. Like
they might. Well, he said he uses his laptop as a backup. Should that main processor ever take a shit?
He might have all the things and
because I mean, essentially,
downloaded the MIDI
plugging
stuff
your guitar into something and having it turn into MIDI files or OZA ones, essentially.
Because that's technically what that thing was.
Well, and that's kind of what Rock Band does, right? Or like some of those games where you could plug a real guitar in and
the Rocksmith, I think it was called.
Play a video game with it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of the same. Where it's maybe it's the same. I don't know. Ryan, you brought something tonight.
I did.
We've got a few minutes left in the show. I'm still buzzing that we got to talk with our friend Peter.
I'm very happy
so
for
I
you.
have something that we all are going to unbox, okay?
Okay.
As everyone knows, we're like 80s, 90s wrestling fans, right? So everyone is going to get to open
he
up.
brought blind boxes.
Yeah.
They're blind.
Sorry.
Oh, there's a sound. Man, we've been hitting it with the ASMR on this show. So hold on. Oh, God. You know how I got to edit this later.
No, you know what? It's like honestly, you don't because I came across like this
slap bands.
Yeah, they're wrestling belts that are slap bands.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude?
So
we're gonna lose an eye.
Yeah.
So collect all 9 WWE officially licensed. Oh my God, that's so loud. Championship title slap bands.
Oh wait, I got.
What'd you get? Women's national. Did you get the women's wrestling belt?
Oh man.
I got your mom. No, I got undisputed WWE championship.
Wait, did you get the super rare?
Your mom. I said that already. Yeah. Oh, these things are.
Dude.
Oh, you got that. Okay. What'd you get?
Look how cool this is.
I also got undisputed.
Okay. Oh, look at you.
Uh-oh.
Mine won't straighten the fuck up. How did you straighten it up?
Oh, he got a different one.
Oh, there it's straightened up. Oh, man.
It's got a Talk Dirty to it.
Talk dirty to me.
Dude.
Dude, this is the dopest thing ever. I know, like, this has to be boring audio because we're not filming this. We're going to take some pictures of this.
Guy.
Can I have this?
That's
Is
yours
this
to keep.
Oh, you're the best. I love you.
Yes, I got you presents.
Oh, this is so cool.
Dude.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
Dude.
Is it the women's championship?
No, I
What'd you
got the rare the world heavyweight champion one. The rare.
Oh,
Look
you
how
would.
You would. That's sick.
Oh yeah.
All right, now you got slapped on your wrist. You can be cool like us.
Oh man, it's
Slap
happening. Here it comes.
Oh, it's even got a good sound.
Oh, would you put the W forward?
I
Oh
put
wait,
it-
hold on.
I
Let
put
me
it like
re-slap
that.
it. Let me slap it.
Slap that.
How mad would you be if it was a super rare? I'd give it to you.
You son of a
I'd be
bitch.
These were $100 a piece. No. Yeah.
Dude,
so
this
Ryan gave us all slap bracelets, which were, first of all, slap bracelets takes me right back to being a kid.
Oh, yeah,
So
no.
here's,
Man, I see how they upgraded them though. That they flex sealed them.
14-year-old Scott listening to Porno for Pyros' first album, playing with slap bracelets. You're taking me back to 93.
A slap of the
93,
bass and a slap of the bracelets.
This is
Slap
just
of your
too
mama.
cool.
Awesome.
And I like that it's wrapped in. It's got rubber on the outside. 'Cause
Yeah.
the older slap
Around the
bracelets
outside?
were that hard plastic,
Yes.
and it would like cut into your wrist. This actually is very comfortable.
Did you know, like the old ones, the old slap bracelets, if you break them open, they're tape measures.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's
Pretty
a cou-
much.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. Like if you get like the
It's
cheap
the
ones,
same metal?
It's like some of them are actually reused. Like
It's
tape
got the
measures.
lines and everything?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Couple of them have like
So could you
notches
cut up
around
a
the 3
could
and
you
4?
get a tape measure and cut it and then just like
I
Yeah.
like that. And also, hey, Home Depot, I'm looking at you. Why don't you have slap bracelet tape measures that still have the fucking lines on them?
oh dude, so
when
you
I'm
have
at
the instant
work-
ruler right there and oh
yeah.
my god.
So I
Yeah,
got a
come
ruler
on,
at
let's-
work when I'm doing.
Well, the used-
Erase this part of this podcast and let's make some money.
Okay, it'll be the first time we've ever edited. Like I mix these.
You're gonna put
episodes.
that. What, go ahead and put it out. It's fine because people will laugh about that because
Yeah.
they're like, "You idiots! It's already been done."
Has
Yeah.
it?
I don't
Okay,
know.
Well, it challenged
Yeah,
you.
like the used
all.
ones. The used ones are great because they still have like the black permanent markers by the 2 and 3. No, I'm joking.
Was that a?
That was a penis joke.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a.
Like marking your height on the
Yeah,
wall.
right?
I thought it was a. I thought you were heading into like a number joke that I'm not going to say.
If
that-
you say it,
No,
I
I'm not.
swear I will.
I'm not. That's. I told you. I said I wasn't. That's why I did in parentheses here.
Callie's not here, so it's
I was
okay.
gonna say, she'd go, "Shut the fuck up." That's how.
Because I'm awesome and medicated.
That's
I need you guys to stop saying that.
I miss her.
the show did go downhill with no Cal.
We were
No.
on good behavior because we had some royalty with us. So.
This is true. We had
Man.
rock royalty in the
This-
house.
this was the most
like I knew
well-behaved.
like
Yeah,
he
we were
was
very well
I knew
behaved.
like
Hate it.
he was like well connected, but I didn't realize like he
Oh,
was
yeah.
like that like holy like every name he said was like I was just like that's someone I'd like to meet. That's another person I'd like to meet.
Oh, yeah.
I
He
couldn't
was-
hang out with that guy in his hometown because
he
I'd
was
just be
like,
like I would explode.
He was like, I knocked on Hans Zimmer's door and someone else showed up.
Yeah,
Right.
All right.
that is pretty awesome.
Love it.
I was looking for a bass. And like Mike Watt was like, "Hey, I got one over here." Like, you just know Mike Watt like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
like,
man.
wow. That's,
Yeah.
man.
But that feels to me like if you didn't already live in California, then that's why you go. Like all of us, people who've had our dreams, who grew up in Ohio, the reason you moved to LA or San Francisco or anywhere
So that
out there is because you could accidentally run into these people at the coffee shop or a jam. And then once you meet kind of one cool guy, he knows all these other cool guys.
so that
Man,
has something.
I once got busy in a Burger King parking
You know,
lot.
I wish I didn't even stop for that. Jeez. So that is something that's always like perplexed me or whatever. Cause what is it? Poison or wait, yeah, Poison came from, was it New Jersey, I think, first or something,
Okay.
something like that. And then they decided they were going to pack up everything and then boom, head to LA,
Yeah.
a bunch of bands just
Yeah.
we
Go to
formed
the
here and
Sunset
then
Strip.
decided
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're going to try to make it. And then
I want to do what Motley Crue did.
and man, that's could you, okay. Like you imagine us going hey, we've did all we can do here, but we feel like we could probably do better, in California. And we just all pack up our stuff, throw all of our stuff in one van.
We would have
and
had
then-
to done it 20 years ago.
Oh, for sure. Not like, I mean, but like
At 40 something, no. At 20 something, but that is the dream. That is why I think that's why they do it. Well, okay, so look, we're obviously most people who listen to us know where we are. We're in Northern Ohio. Marilyn Manson. That's Brian Warner from right down the street. He went to my same high school, a few years apart, but my mom knew his parents, and it's not you don't go far down the street without meeting some of the Warner family. He didn't get famous here. He got famous in California. Trent Reznor out of Ohio. Maynard Keenan.
I met the girl that Pretty Little Hate Machine is written about. I was like, wow, you
made a classic.
Yeah.
You made a classic.
I was like, congratulations.
You know what I mean? God, I wish Mark Mothersbaugh would write me back.
Man.
Because I'd love to know, Diva's from Akron, but I don't think they got their deal in Akron. They probably went to California.
You know what?
Chrissy Hine, I don't think she got popular here. I think she probably went to New York or California. I can't fact check that without my phone right now. But what I'm saying is, there's been some monumental talent from like right down our street.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't do it here. They had to go out to where you could just bump into,
I guess we have probably a more higher chance of running into like
it's a networking. I think it's a networking thing.
Because you can't
if you go out so we know every good musician in town.
You know what?
We know every bad musician in town. We know pretty much every musician in town.
You know what it is? When they move over, like so most record companies and stuff still go by this policy today, like they won't take anything like no unsolicited stuff. So like that means
I'm wearing an Airhead shirt.
Right. So like we can't take if we take our CD or album or whatever and send it to a record company, they won't even look at it because like it's unsolicited.
Yeah.
So if you move over there, all right, and you run into like some famous person and be like, hey man, like we know this person, by any chance could you like hand them this?
Again,
and
it's networking.
Then it becomes solicited. Yeah.
I want to say we didn't really get into it with Pete, but I think he met Perry Farrell through a surfing trip. I think that was the other question I wanted to ask. I think that was if I'm Pete, you'll have to let me know. I think that was the story I'd read over and over in like the magazines of the time.
But you're talking about Ohio. Like I don't want to get into like band politics, but like, all right, Mushroomhead. Okay. Ohio band. Like they will play everywhere in Ohio and sell it out. They'll sell out the Agora.
Yeah.
But like I've heard like they go to like California and they sell maybe half the place.
It's a ghost town.
Yeah. And like
so you think it's just hometown pride for them,
which is interesting because through like some of my experiences is bands I've been in that like we can go all over Ohio a million times over and get kind of mediocre whatever, but like the minute we go out of state, holy crap, it becomes like a packed show or people show up from all the like
right. You seem exotic.
I've had more success outside of Ohio than I've ever had in my home state.
When we traveled with the Wizard World, it was like that. The further away we got from here, it was like, oh, you're from Ohio? Because they never, I don't know anyone from Ohio. You go to Austin, Texas, they're like,
Ohio don't exist.
They're like, what's Cleveland, Ohio? Like, it's.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was different because like Mushroomhead has a big draw here, but they leave and there's nothing.
I know.
So it's just so weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of the opposite of you. Did you see, speaking of Mushroomhead, I just saw a thing for them today. They're playing this Halloween in Cleveland at one of the venues.
It's always the Agora. I almost said the Oracle.
Yeah, is that the Oracle? No, I wish it was. You know who their opening act is? Mushroomhead's opening act. Did you see it?
I did, but I forget.
Fucking Fear Factory. I know. The face that you're making is the face that I made when I saw the post today. Fucking Fear Factory.
How much are tickets?
I don't know. You'll have to go to facebook.bluewaffle.com
.org.now
to get your tickets. But yeah, I thought, what a pull.
I would love to see Fear Factory.
Dude, I saw them with Machine Head. It's been about 2 years ago.
When it comes to like,
and they were good. The new singer.
Where they got
Burton's gone. Burton's gone. The new guy is Italian. I can't remember his name. He's an Italian kid. He's really young. He's very good.
I wonder who they got on drums. If it's still like,
it's not Ray.
I forget.
As a matter of fact, I think the only guy in it that's like an
It's
actual
Dino.
is Dino.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happened is,
excuse me,
Dino
sorry.
had left, and Burton and Christian
And the
and all
bass
the other
player,
guys,
yeah.
they
Which was amazing work.
oh my god, they drove the ship for a while,
Mhm.
and then they all left and gave it back to Dino, and now he's the only guy, and he drove it a whole different direction. Although he's playing it more true to old school.
Yeah. But
Like if you want to hear Demanufacture, if you want to hear
Digimortal.
if you want to hear.
Digimortal.
what Scott means is like,
But if you liked Archetype, like I did,
oh no, it's not there.
no,
He's gone
You
back.
can't even
He's
find
gone
that
back
on-
to matching like the guitar rhythmic
the
stuff
syncopation.
with the same with like the kick, like what's
Yeah.
going on with the kick drum the whole time. So yeah, which is still.
they were very good.
I mean,
Jeez.
When they came out and
I almost
played
wanna
Edge
say-
Crusher,
I
it
don't-
was
oh, yeah.
fucking insane.
I almost want to say like he like kind of invented
I think so.
that.
The syncopated chugga chugga.
Like,
Yeah. So I'm looking at Dino's the only original, like, and then after that, the bass player is 2015. Everyone else is 23.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a helmet thing. It looks like it is kind of now.
Yeah,
You know,
like
it's
what
all,
Paige does
yeah.
with.
Mhm.
But that being said, if I want to see Helmet, I really just want to see Paige Hamilton
Yeah.
and whoever the hell he decides to bring with him. I kind of don't care.
I saw Helmet open up for Crowbar a few years ago, and like everything was so quick because all the kids were so much younger,
Yeah.
and like it was so. I was like almost too fast. It's like, oh, calm down, kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Da-na-na, 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 da-na-na,
Yeah, right.
da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I saw him when he came, like the Helmet like reunion, like Helmet's coming back for the first time in so many years, all that crap or whatever. And some band called Priestbird opened up for them.
Priest Bird?
Yeah. They play. They had, instead of a bass player, they have like a cello guy kind of thing and stuff.
That's cool.
They played a really cool live show.
They could have got Pete.
enough
He would have
that-
played
yeah,
his,
right.
his Roland.
They played a good enough. Impressed like Dan went with me. Like him and I went to that show. But like that band impressed us enough that we went to like their merch booth, and I think like between him and I bought like their entire catalog of
shit.
thing.
Jeez.
And then on the way home, like we're like, hey, play that Priestbird, and it was like,
Was it crap?
next song, next album, next song. Like, oh yeah, I was like, well, they're better live than like. I was like,
That's
is it too late to
a
turn around and ask for our money?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
But the funny part about the Helmet show was the whole time that they were playing, Paige was of course facing the audience and doing his
Page
thing and
thing,
stuff.
yeah.
But the second guitar player and bass player would like kind of at times face the drummer, and they would do this thing where they would like lean all the way to the right, and then it would do like this all the way
Like
to
some
the left.
ZZ Top shit?
No, it was exactly how I did. Like
Yeah,
one leg's
yeah.
planted and one leg bends to like head that way, and then you do the other.
But I
and,
mean, almost like a dance step, but not.
no. What they were doing, like
They're doing yoga.
no, they were trying to make eye contact with this guy. Is what they were trying. Hey, can you see me over here? They were trying to make eye contact, and the whole time we were watching it, we were trying to figure out like what the hell are these guys do? Like, where are they? Because we're musicians, you pick up like when people
What
are
are you
talking,
looking
like
at? Yeah.
stage talking to one another.
Yeah.
So we didn't figure any of that out. But at the time we were buying all the Priestbird albums, the bass, like those Paige was up front taking pictures, signing autographs, and those guys decided to like head towards the bus or whatever. And I caught like the drummer as he's going by, and I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "Good job on those skins." I was like, "Helmet's no joke." And he's like, "Oh, thank you." And when he said thank you, we finally met eye to eye. And dude, he didn't have one eye looking like he didn't have a lazy eye, like one eye looking for you and one eye's looking at you, one eye's looking for you. He had Cookie Monster googly eyes. They literally went like in different. Literally, they did. They were like they bulged out and they went both like different directions. And it took everything in me and Dalen at that time to not go, holy shit, like whoa.
It was like Steve Buscemi and Mr. Deeds.
Like almost but like still like Google, like they bounced around like googly eyes, like, and then we were like, oh my god, that's what those guys were doing the whole time, like because like no, not one eye was ever in a proper direction. So they were trying to get going back and forth trying to get eye contact with them, but couldn't do it because
Hey, buddy,
Monster's up
where's
there.
the one? Where's the one?
But if the bass player and guitar player would have stood next to each other, he would have been straight-eyed.
right.
Pay
Like,
attention, pay attention, pay attention.
They,
Oh, gotcha.
They would have been invisible to him, like with a dinosaur. Or like
Oh
if
my
you stand
goodness.
directly in
All
front
I-
of his nose,
all
he
I
can't
know-
see you.
let's say like those guys didn't know each other until they got on tour with one another, right? So like let's say like I was the bass player and I got pulled in that, and we're like at some point in time, Paige is like, yeah, we're going on tour, but we're gonna have to take turns driving the bus. I'm like, that guy is not driving.
You're gonna love a drummer. He has a unique perspective.
Yeah, I guess
He has all the perspectives at the same time.
unique perspective. Oh man, it's a view that only he can see.
If you could see what I could see, all of it,
It's like
every bit of it.
dude, they literally went in different directions. And I was like, oh man, whoa, whoa.
Oh my God! Well, boys, I think we've got there. I think. What a night! What a night it's been.
C isn't for cookie; it's for cross-eyed.
C is for cross-eyed would be a great title for this episode.
Well, I mean, that's usually how they like naturally evolve. So there it is.
I'll have to put that in the subtext because I wanted to call it Podcast for Pyros.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Right, I thought, yeah. But C is for cross-eyed.
It's for cross because they would say that title and they're like, okay, I'm going to listen to this, and it won't be until the very end till we're like, oh, that's what that's about.
It's
Gotcha.
It's porno. It's porno for cookies.
Porno for cookies.
Imaginary pornos.
Cookies for Pyros.
This has been an episode of 99 Stories, and this is one. Have a good day.
Shut up.